Hey guys, I'm Brienne with TwinFlameUnionWithin.com and welcome back to my channel. It's been probably a couple weeks, maybe a little bit longer since I made a video, but I wanted to catch up and share with you where I'm at on my journey. And if you've been following my channel, you'll kind of know what I'm talking to. And if not, if this is your first video, you can go back and watch the previous videos. But I am a Twin Flame coach, certified Ascension coach through Twin Flames Universe. And I just want to share, like, I joined Twin Flame Ascension School. Jeff and Shalia are my teachers. They're in Harmonious Twin Flame Union. But I joined the school in May of 2017. And I know that I've shared a little bit about my journey, my Twin Flame journey, and how the teachings, the school, and the mirror exercise, which I've talked about as well in my videos, like how it's changed my life. But when you first start doing the mirror exercise and you join the school, well, for me, I had to move through a lot of resistance. It felt like I was moving through a lot of just a lot of yucky stuff, and I didn't really notice. I had results, and I felt my life changing very quickly too. But just, I guess, as it goes on, and I master it even more for myself, and I go deeper into love, right? Because the mirror exercise, it teaches you or shows you where to love yourself and all those places where you've shut love out. And ultimately, as you invite love in and you discover more of yourself, you attract your twin flame. It's your harmonious union. You manifest your harmonious union. But so, anyways, yeah, just I notice just as I keep moving through my resistance and healing myself, and just my life continues to shift and change so much. And I just, many of us have, we experience miracles in our life. And I'm sure everyone has experienced a miracle in their life in some way, in some shape or form. But miracles are not like a phenomenon. I mean, it's not something that just happens every once in a while. But when you're really you're committed to loving yourself, and you're always investing in love, miracles become like a natural, like a daily occurrence. It's just a natural part of your life. And it's just amazing to see, I don't know, I'll just go back a little bit. So in one of my videos, if you've been watching them, we had a TFAS meetup in New York back in December. Yeah, it was right around New Year's at the end of last year. And I was being guided to fly in a plane, but because of my resistance and my fear, I chose to drive. And I live 23 hours from New York. So I drove all that way. And what I thought would take me 2 days actually took me about 3 days, because I chose contrast, rather than just, allowing God to support me by flying on a plane because I was scared. I drove and I experienced a lot of contrast. I ran into a storm in Tennessee on the first day, and I had to pull over super early because it was flooding. The hotels were packed. Yeah, just the whole journey there, a lot of contrast, but I learned my lesson. So now we're having another TFAS meetup in Toronto. Well, it's Twin Flames Universe. Because the body of work with the school is complete now. The 2 years of that is complete, and we've graduated. So now it's kind of shifted and changed. So it's more of it's Twin Flames Universe workshop. But we're having that in Toronto, Canada, I guess this weekend. And so I'm flying. I got a ticket, and I've been working for the last 2 months, I've been working through lots of resistance, lots of fears. I've had so much stuff come up that I've been moving through so that I can get myself on this plane. And I'm committed to flying on the plane no matter what, because I trust. And I've moved through a lot of my fears. Actually, part of me kind of feels excited to get on the plane. It feels like an adventure. It feels like something new. And I've flown on a plane before, but it was when I was a little girl. And because I was nervous, my aunt had to give me medicine. And so I slept the majority of the time. So I really don't remember much. But anyway, so this is like a new experience for me. And so, yeah, I'm doing that. And I'm realizing too that, you know, I've been releasing a lot of control. And if you've also watched my videos, you know that I was having problems with my tooth. And actually, 3 weeks ago, I had to scheduled for a maxillofacial oral surgery. And what they had to do was go in and take the tooth out. They put me to sleep under sedation. And they went in and cut the tooth out. And then they put bone grafting material where the tooth was. They put the synthetic bone in the socket. And then they put a membrane, like I guess it absorbs as your gum tissue heals over it. And that membrane underneath it absorbs. And then in 5 to 6 months after my bone has grown into the synthetic bone and it's hard and solid, then they can go in and put a single implant in my jaw. And so I'll have that done in 6 months. But so yeah, I've had a lot of issues with my mouth and my jaw, and I know that that's related to me releasing control. Because I've always felt like a lack of support, and I've had a lot of fear around that. So I'm really like letting go of layers of control and surrendering to God and knowing that I'm fully supported. And just so much in my life is shifting and changing as a result of that. Like the night before my surgery, oh my gosh, I was so scared because I knew that I was going to be sedated, and I just had so many fears, but I would continuously like check in my heart, and I could feel that God was sharing with me that, you're going to be okay. And I was fine. It was a healing process, and I'm doing better. It's still healing, but it's much better than it was. I'm not in pain anymore. Like I dealt with a bad tooth for like 6 or 7 months because I kept thinking, I'd go to the dentist or go to the endodontist where they would do a repeat root canal. They did it twice, and the infection would just come right back after the antibiotics went away, or after I completed the antibiotics. So I kept hoping that the tooth would work out and it would heal, but it didn't heal. So it's kind of like uprooting fear and uprooting control in a way, which I manifested that physically. And you don't have to do that. But I tend to manifest things physically in my body. But anyways, so miracles, yeah. So the latest miracle, and it's a miracle to me. It may not be a big deal to you, but it doesn't matter. It's a miracle for me, and it makes me happy. So my debit card, I leave on Thursday to go to Toronto to get on the plane to fly. And my debit card, I've been having some problems with it, the chip, and it's not reading. So I went to my bank I don't even remember what day it was, maybe like a day or two ago, to get a new debit card. And I was kind of concerned because I thought if I go on this trip with this debit card and the chip isn't working, I'm going to have some issues. Plus, it's in a different country. So I just gave it to God. And sitting on my kitchen table right now is a brand new debit card. When they told me it was actually going to take 2 weeks for it to come in, it would be a 2-week process. And I've got the debit card now. So I'm good to go. just so many little things are just falling into place. Like, because I've chosen to fly on the plane and I had to get a passport, I had to get it expedited so it would be here on time so I could fly. Just everything is falling into place because I'm choosing to surrender and I'm following what is asking me to do. Um, yeah, literally just everything keeps falling into place. And I'm just sharing this with you because, yeah, when you follow your heart and and you put yourself first and you choose love, your life just, it's so easy. Just things happen for you. I don't know, like I worked through a block the other day. I started getting concerned with my finances because I had some downtime so that my tooth could heal. Not my tooth, it was gone. The gum tissue, so it could heal because I had stitches and I was pretty swollen. I couldn't. I'm a coach, so I couldn't coach people like that. So I was like, um, didn't have any sessions for maybe 4 or 5 days. Um, and I started to get concerned about my finances and my support. And I moved through some blocks to that. And then, like the following day, I had so many people booking sessions or booking readings. Just in one day, I earned over $300, and it all came in just one thing after another. I mean, it just happens so fast. Like when you love yourself and you move through your blocks, your support swoops in. Like God moves in that place to love you when you invite love in. um yeah, and the foundation of your union is union with God. It's inviting God into every single place in your heart and your life. And if you don't want to have a relationship with God, well, I hate to tell you, but you're probably not going to have a relationship with your twin flame, because having a relationship with a God is, it's first and foremost. God created you in your twin flame. And, there are twin flames that do come together, and they don't have harmonious union, but they do live together. They live a life together. But you don't have that harmony and that peace. And if you don't have the tools to heal the upsets, it can easily fall apart. So you want to have that firm foundation in love, and that starts with you loving yourself. And yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I'm just kind of going with the flow, and I'm just sharing and trying to remember. Yeah, I just wanted to share how I've been releasing fear and releasing control. And I can't believe that I'm hopping on an airplane on Thursday. I'm getting on a plane. And I feel like that's a huge moment of surrender for me. I feel like energetically it's a huge shift, because honestly, I think getting on a plane, well, actually, yeah, being sedated was a big fear of mine, and I did that. I moved through it. I completed it. And then, yeah, my next big fear is flying on a plane. So it's like if I get on this plane and I fly there, I almost feel fearless in a sense. Like, okay, well, what's next? Like, these are my two biggest fears. Like, I can conquer anything now. It just feels really good. So, yeah, there's so much more I could say. um, I just really wanted to share how TFAS and LPC, Life Purpose Class, Twin Flame Ascension School, through Jeff and Shalia, has completely changed my life. And I'm just so thankful. And it continues to change. I'm so happy. And yeah, I just feel very at peace and just very peaceful. I just feel very good. And I know that things will only continue to get better from here, right? Because it only gets better in choosing love. So if you're on your twin flame journey and you're feeling stuck or you're feeling lost and you're watching my video, I hope that you receive something from this and you learn something. And if you would like your own support, you're welcome to claim a free consultation with me. Or if you want to share, you can comment below. Yeah, yeah. And I'll probably be back to share again after I get back from Toronto, my experience. And it just feels really good to fly on the plane. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am. You go back 6 months ago when I was driving to New York, there was no way I was getting on a plane, but I'm okay with it now. And that's a result of me choosing love and choosing to move through everything that was holding me back. Nothing can hold you back. It's only your fears. It's only the illusions that you give your power to. And you can take that back in any moment. And this attracts your twin flame. Your twin flame doesn't recognize you when you're scared and when you're looking for love outside of yourself. They will only recognize you when you're standing in your power. Your power is love. They will only recognize you when you're in your divinity and when you're discovering the truth of who you are and you're loving your truth and you're expressing that truth and you're allowing God to flow through you without any resistance to that. Then that's when your twin flame recognizes you. Yeah. So this video kind of like went every single direction, but yeah, if you want to connect, you can comment below. You can, my website is twinflameunionwithin.com. If you would like to meet with me and possibly have a coaching and client relationship, and I can support and assist you in healing your upsets and manifesting your harmonious union. And I also want to shout out to Catherine, my long-term client, Catherine, because in our session the other night, shortly before it ended, she said that she receives a lot from these videos in between our sessions, very healing for her. So I wanted to shout out to her as well. She encouraged me to continue making videos. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with more. Bye.